Nice to see you.
So you're at home?
Yes, I'm at home.
Cool. Wow. What kind of Peter Doherty was there without being able to play?
Very laid back, I think, and thoughtful. Not that I'm not laid back and thoughtful anyway, but definitely a time of reflection. Come on, come do some work, some real work.
Hello.
So one day he came over to tell me about his project.
And from there, you just said you want to do a whole album, or?
No, of course not. I said, yes, you. I want to do an album with you. No, I didn't even know the guy. If we could even be in the same room together for more than 5 minutes, you know. What's not to love, huh? Look at this face. He was sitting around that day with the guitar, playing some ideas, you know, and it was really, I was intrigued. I sort of tried to sell myself to him. I said, I've written songs before.
One or two.
I think I can write lyrics. Let me write some lyrics. He said, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure.
Like Peter, for you, how different was making this album compared to all the other albums you've made so far?
I suppose just in the way that my everyday life was part of the process, really, you know, just being able to walk there and take the dogs, and also not using hard drugs all the time, you know, like I stopped taking heroin and made a lot of big changes. So everything was a lot more focused for me, you know, like a little bit more disciplined, and it's probably healthier.
In fact, it was really simple, and we were just like heavenly close with the songs we were writing. So it was like
we were heavenly close. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Heavenly close?
Yeah.
We were just heavenly close.
The song "You Can't Keep It From Me Forever," it also means the drugs, right?
At the time, yeah. At the time when I hadn't been clean very long when I wrote that song, so I was still, you know, the obsession hadn't completely lifted. It was still a cry of need. Yeah, but for drugs, or it could be for anything, you know, really. Don't actually think about drugs when I sing it, but yeah, I can see how.
For me, it could be a lot of things, you know. It could be love, it could be someone you miss, it could be a place you miss, it could be happiness, it could be everything. In fact, it's just someone screaming his need to
give me heroin. Give it to me now. You can't keep it from me forever.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I really like it. And I mean, I can see you can read a lot of things into it, but somehow the idea came up because you also, like, you moved to Normandy, and I feel like the vibe of, I've never been to Normandy, but somehow I think I can hear something from that area on that record. And so I just thought maybe it's also meant like your old hood in like England, what you've left behind for a bit.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. There's a little bit of that to it, definitely. Yeah, really missing Margate, and I was trying to explain to Fred about my old life in Margate and London. I'd say, look, we can go and record the record in Margate, but everybody in my life, my manager and my wife said, no, you're not going back to you're not going back to Margate. You can't go to the studio in Margate. So I was a bit disappointed, but they don't think I'm ready.
Yeah, they can't keep it from you forever.
They can't keep it from me, but they can't keep it from me for fucking ever.
Like a lot of bands try to, like, a lot of bands or musicians have made records during the last 2 years, but a lot of them try to not address the fact of the pandemic. They try to avoid it, but you kind of like addressed it quite openly.
I know. I tried so hard not to address it. Okay. Honestly, I thought it'd be the lamest thing. I thought it'd be the crappiest thing to write songs about lockdown or masks or epidemiologists. There's no way I would do it. But then it just kept going on and on, and I have to do it. It's too tempting. The word epidemiologist is too delicious not to use, you know.
And it's probably
Plus, I love these guys. They're like the rock stars of our age, the epidemiologists, you know.
Yeah, I
This is
know.
their moment. This is their moment to shine. You know, this is their time in the sun. This is their big moment. All those years they've studied in those strange scientific buildings with their goggles on and looking at statistics and data and digits. And now, you know what I mean? Now they're like CNN superstars.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. I once made the German one, Christian Drosten. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he was on TV everywhere. And I once met him at an event, and there were like a lot of musicians and everything, but he was the actual star of the evening. Everyone tried to get a picture with him. It was so funny.
Yeah, and he was like, keep 2 meters away from me, get away.
Yeah, like, no, everyone was looking at him like, oh, he doesn't wear a mask, so I think it's okay if I take mine off too.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's funny that you said you tried not to, but then there happened to be a song on the record.
Tried so hard, yeah. I thought it
Yes,
was...
I wear a mask. It's quite quite obvious. It's a really cool record. I congratulations to the record. I'm really looking.
That's really kind of you to say. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
That's really sweet.
This show is called the Chelsea Hotel, so I'm kind of familiar with hotels. Peter, have you actually been there at the Chelsea Hotel? Yes, you have, right?
Yes,
in New
I
York?
have, yeah. Had some strange times there, actually, yeah. My record company who had bought some expensive suites there and turned them into offices, and I was really embarrassed and angry because they were pushing out all the old people. So I had a big fight with Rough Trade over this. I tried to smash up the office, but I tried to move into the office with some homeless people, but it all ended really badly. It actually led to the breakup of the Libertines, but the first time, the second time, I can't remember.
So that was the reason it happened in the Chelsea Hotel. Really?
Yeah. Also, the guy was wearing shorts, and for some reason at the time, I don't know why, it must have been my strict fashion code at the time, but I didn't agree with someone in a record company wearing khaki shorts. I was really offended. I don't know why that would offend me. I was just so, maybe if they'd been like little denim shorts, I wouldn't have minded, but he was wearing these big American like cargo pants things, and it really freaked me out. And it wasn't my vision. It wasn't the vision that I'd had and cherished of the Chelsea Hotel,
Yeah, right. I see. And they kind of destroyed it by wearing the wrong clothes in a way.
I'm so superficial, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
But now you've got your own hotel.
Oh, I'm not allowed. They still won't trust me to go there, so I have to stay away. Carl and the rest of the joint management team, they won't let me.
Not at all.
Okay. No, it's going to take time to win their trust back because of all. When they were building the hotel, I lived there before it was a hotel. I lived there when it was like the dilapidated building, and there was lots of incidents, and they just rather I wasn't there at the moment, and the friends that I had in Margate, they don't want them at that sort of people at the hotel. So we're trying to work out how to approach the future together, and with a shared vision. But it's I hear that it's a lovely place. We have to go out.
Maybe I can one day make an episode of the Chelsea Hotel on egoFM at your hotel.
You know what?
Maybe you're there.
Yeah, we've got a really cool studio there. You'll love it there. Honestly, we should. If you want to do that, we can organize that.
Bye-bye.